Why were you getting off work at 10 p.m.? Because they, honestly, like, almost nobody on Earth has a harder life than, like, a South Korean middle schooler. They basically go to school, like, from 7 a.m. until 2, and then they go home and eat lunch, and then they go to school from 2:30 until 10:30. Science. Run away! I don't know. I do really like Japanese food, but I feel like one of the reasons I like Japanese food is because I literally just ate at an omakase like 6 days ago. So like, it's maybe a bit of recency bias. Can you kill the lava nerd? Probably. Probably. Let me out, bro. How'd you get science organically? I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I don't know. You gotta find a gear to make science organic. Well, all right, I haven't found the gear yet. It must be to the left. I don't even know why I went this way. You can get a gear and then assign your friends to science. It's in the maze on the left. I mean, I'm getting used to the fact that I got 20 minutes left in the forest here, man. Like, I don't have to go back. There's no reason to go back. Come on. The location is random. Come on, man. You really think Derek would do us like that? He did? Oh my god, he did. Oh my OMG, he does. Actual most annoying enemy in the game is these mosquitoes, man. Mushroom's pretty close second. 60 seconds? A little rich for my blood. Oh, 3 coins, though. That's 10 science, man. Get out of here. Oh, never mind, get into here. Oh my god, I didn't even see you. I don't know, why do I care about the meat? We already got 15 meat. How are we supposed to get through here, man? There's a way. There's a way. We are meat maxing right now. Me at Gyukaku. Although at Gyukaku, maybe one of the problems with it is that they're not meat maxing. There's a lot of meat, don't get me wrong, but then they're also like, you know, they're giving you stuff you don't want. They're like, here's a steamed egg, and I'm like, buddy, I'm here for the. Don't give me the dong chimi. I'm here for the LA Galbi. You gotta go left at Spider Castle. Steamed egg is so good, though. It's okay. That's one of those ones where I become a chatter. I'm like, I would rather, like, just make it at home. You could probably steam an egg at home pretty easy. This isn't where the spider is, man. Where am I? It is, oh, up here, okay. That's right, I haven't spent much time here. You see the tweet earlier this week that was like, and by the way, I've been saying this, and every time I've said it, this is why you're my enemy, chat. Every time I've said it, people have been like, pay more money for less food? Yeah, what a great idea. Guess what? Viral tweet, bitch. Shit had like 120,000 likes. It was, there should be like an anti-Costco where you can buy even smaller than regular grocery store quantities of stuff that you might only need for one recipe if you're a single person or just a couple that has no kids. Now the grocery store does exist. In Canada, it's called the Bulk Barn, but it's not everywhere. But the Bulk Barn is kind of insane. It is also named quite humorously. It's called Konbini. No, it's not. You live in Ohio, okay? We gotta stop this. This is ridiculous. I don't know that you live in Ohio, but you're not posting from Chiba City right now, okay? Let's be serious. Bulk Barn is the American dream. I know, man. You go in and you fucking pay for the snacks you want, like by the pound. It's the dream. And then you need like, I want to make like one Indian dish. It's like use a teaspoon of garam masala. You go to the grocery store, you're going to be buying like, 50 grams of garam masala. You go to the Bulk Barn, you put like 3 grains of sand into a plastic bag, and they go, that'll be 2 cents, and that's all the garam masala you need, man. How do I get there? Maybe did I go up here? Guys, how do I get here? I'm telling you. And the downright up. Thank you. That's what Winco Foods is. I always drive by that place and I'm like, it looks like it's named like a grocery store in a 1980s movie, so I've never gone to it. I always go down the street to the Fred Meyer. And then I'm like, why the hell is a grocery store trying to sell me lawn furniture? This is the way? Do you know the way? This is not the way. This is the treasure chest. Son of a bitch, man. Whatever. I did it all for the ingots. Anyway, long story short, the other thing I've said, and I believe this, society is asking, begging maybe would be a better word, for smaller loaves of bread, man. I love eating bread. I got no problem eating, a quarter of a baguette with dinner and then 3/4 of a baguette as a snack. But the average person is way too carb phobic for that, and I don't understand why the market is taking so long to recognize. You should be able, there should be a section of the grocery store where you can buy 2 slices of bread. Sometimes people just want one sandwich, man. And you know what, you disingenuous so-and-sos? Nobody believes you, just so you know. Ken's old necks. Just learn how to bake your own bread and then, no, okay? No, because you don't do that. Every time you need a t-shirt, you don't learn how to fucking sew. You don't buy a Singer sewing machine and then make your own shirt at home. The shit is $4.99 for 2 at H&M, okay? This is not 1906. The world has changed. It's turned and it's left you here. Half loaf is good. If you can go to a place that has half loaves, that's great. But otherwise, you should be able to just buy 2 slices of bread. Not for me, but for the people out there that are like, I just want a sandwich today. You should be able to buy 4 eggs. There's places where sometimes you can get a half dozen, but most, it's like 95% of people are buying a dozen at a time. You should be able to get 4 eggs. You should be able to get 2 eggs. 1 is a little... Because I don't know if it'd be cute if you had a little single egg holder or something like that, but eggs last forever though? Yeah, but I don't want to, these are very first world problems. I'll be serious. But I don't want 12 eggs. I want 2 eggs. I have a craving for some scrambled eggs. I gotta commit to the whole dozen. I gotta eat scrambled eggs 6 to 3 times. Like, I just want 2 eggs. Can I just get 2 eggs? I hate that Galen Weston literally has your face under his boot and you're licking it. You're like, oh, I want tacos. Well, let me plan all 7 meals that I have for the rest of the week around this one meal that I want. You should be able to get like a little, you should be able to go to the store and get 3 tortillas. You shouldn't have to buy 10 tortillas. And then you gotta, well, you can use if you put them in the air fryer, they actually become pretty good facsimiles for tostadas. Yeah, but I don't want tostadas. I want 2 tortillas. And then tomorrow night, maybe I want to have like some chicken noodle soup. Oh, but then you gotta use, and but then you can't just have chicken noodle soup. You gotta get a whole chicken, and then you gotta. Why don't you high roast the chicken using the recipe from America's Test Kitchen, and then put you bought stock from the store? That's wasteful. It's $2.99 a quart. What you should have done is just boiled the chicken carcass in, and then skimmed the fat off the top, and made your own. Like you guys are crazy. What drives me crazy is you're lying to yourselves. Because look at the website we're on right now. Look at the advertisements that they run. Are they running advertisements for flour and bread makers? Seeds that you can plant in your orchard? No. DoorDash, gotcha games, dopamine hits, booze, alcohol, sports gambling. You know why they're running those ads? Is because you're the motherfuckers that are watching, which is fine. Why are you in my chat acting like Chicken Little? They've done the demographic research. What the hell? Looks like you're only missing one more part. What are you waiting for? Something's not right with this guy. I don't get those ads, Chief. Okay, sure. Some of you are probably... I'm not going to say it. I was going to say getting ads for finding a wife overseas. Sometimes you gotta keep the restrictor plate up there, okay? Otherwise, she ain't exactly street legal up here. Some of the things that I'm saying, there's a little bit too much ire backing it up, okay? I don't know what I'm waiting for, bro. I thought maybe you'd have it in here. I get a lot of ads for milk. Yeah, I hear that. Me too. And like anti-smoking. And I'm like, obviously they're not doing their research because like I don't and have never smoked, man. I don't smoke or drink milk. Burp, burp, burp. Stop fucking with the enemies. We need the gear up here. Wait, am I really like about to beat Pilot Quest without getting all the upgrades? I don't want it to end, man. Shit. Fuck you. But I guess it does make sense, because I do feel like we're literally at the part of the game where, like, at this point, I'm like, I don't even care if I die. Because I'm like, these resources mean nothing to me, because I'm the wealthiest man in the world right now. Any teleporter down here? I should probably head back, I guess. Go, go, go. Oh, I have a ship part on me. That's... Ah! Get out of there, kid! Peek the cave? Nah, man. It's not about that. Aren't you the same guy who got mad at people for taking a bunch of bananas? Yeah, but I'm now, like, reconsidering my position. Because it doesn't fit with the new information I've learned about myself, which is I think it would be nice if, like, the grocery store was, like, more modular. It's not goalpost moving, it's changing my opinion in light of, you know, newfound information. Oh, you're right, we do have a teleporter. Wait, help me get to the teleporter. Show me to me, Rachel. Guys, this is not a fucking joke. Okay, it's a joke. Like, I'm very much not a conspiracy theory guy. But you don't think that there's a little conspiracy at the grocery store that's like, because the average motherfucker, when they buy a seasoning, is going in there for like one recipe, and they're buying 100 recipes worth of that seasoning. And they know that. They could make a smaller package, but that's bad business. So I don't blame even the corporations for this. I blame you for not only accepting it, but for being like, this is the right way. Like, this is the way that things should be. Like, you're literally like, why would I ever want to purchase less cinnamon? I'll just put cinnamon in every single recipe that I make for the next 10 years, because that's what the McCormick's Corporation wants me to do. Like, I'm mad that they've managed to put the reins on your spirit to that extent. Your gumma plants, but 4,800 moon drops? Unc Tommy spun 12 silk? Oh no, I have extra seasoning that won't go bad for 100 years? Be real with me, brother. You're throwing it out when you move. Probably not the first time you move, because like you're gonna find it when you move and be like, oh, I should make like more mulled wine. And then after you move in, you're gonna put that shit right back at the back of the spice cabinet. And in 47 years when you die, your kids are gonna be like, whoa, look at this. Remember when they used to sell seasonings in this fucking huge container? Now I just go to the bulk barn and buy what I need. Why would I pay 80 cents for 20 cents worth of cinnamon when I could pay $10 for fucking $3 worth of cinnamon that I'll never use? Listen to yourself, man. You don't know what you're doing. They got you pushing the wheel like Conan the Barbarian. And the thing is, you don't even notice the chains on you. You've grown to love the chains. It's a sad story. Because if they could do it to you, they could do it to me. Now, they haven't yet, but thanks for reminding me to always stay on my guard. Okay, now you, sir, you should be whistling. Do I have to make him whistle? You want to pay more per pound? Yes, bro, because I don't need a pound of garam masala. I need a pinch. I'd pay a pinch and a quarter for a pinch worth of garam masala. Are you whistling? What do you mean there's nothing here? He whistles a cheerful tune. I'm gonna get a midday bar from Whole Foods. Which flavor should I get? You shouldn't buy it at Whole Foods. It'll probably be like $5.99 a bar. The math is not gonna add up. If you're at Whole Foods, honestly, I mean, it depends. I'm not gonna tell you what to eat. You should probably get like 1 to 2 slices of Whole Foods pizza. It's pretty good. And it's relatively cheap compared to like the other stuff that you can get there. Like, I know people are saying things like the hot bar is the play. The hot bar is not the play. I hate to do this. I hate to pull the veil off because the company that owns Twitch also owns Whole Foods, so I might get fucking unpersoned for this. The pizza they cook there, and it's like relatively fresh if you use your eyeballs to pick a good slice. The hot bar is like, you're paying restaurant prices for like the worst falafel you've ever eaten. It's crazy. Not to mention, somebody's already gone to the ribs and like literally picked all the meat off. So if you just go in and put a scoop into your container, you're getting literally like 1.5 pounds of bones. I hate it, man, because we used to go to the hot bar. I love mashed potatoes, right? So I put some mashed potatoes in the container. It gets heavy as fuck. I watch them put it on the scale at the cash register. shit's like $23, and I'm like, did I really just pay $23 for like mashed potatoes and like some chicken thighs with barbecue sauce on them? This is a fucking scam, man. 2 slices of pizza is like $6.99, $7.99 or something. 77 of these. Hang on, I gotta think about this. Fuck it, bro. I think I'm in. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. But you do have to eat. But, like, I don't think you need to... Like, you don't have to get a midday square. It's gonna be too expensive. I paid $20 for burger, fries, and drink at Indianapolis Airport yesterday. You know what's crazy? Is that given the state of financial discourse, I don't know if you're saying that's crazy cheap or if you're saying that that is crazy expensive. Because, like, if I was... I know I get that it's US dollars. I actually feel like you might have picked perhaps the most average price for the foods that you've suggested, given the location in which it was taking place. $20 for a burger, fries, and a drink at an airport? Like, I think, honestly, you paid a fair price for a fair meal. Chest farming. Why is airport food more expensive? You know what's crazy is because you're DL Guiga, I know you're asking me a trivia question and not a rhetorical question. I don't know the textbook term for it, but it's like it's a captive audience. People are going to eat. They have no other options. Because like another conspiracy theory, they make the non-sit-down restaurants in the airport so ass to pump up the numbers at the sit-down restaurants. Because, like, it's the only place you would ever find someone excited to eat at a California pizza kitchen, because the alternative is, like, gas station chicken Caesar wrap. That was, like, brought in on a refrigerated truck 2 days ago. I was about to minus to you, but you brought me back. The quick serve at the airport is often, it's very sad to me. It's not, I'm not gonna say I've never had like a half decent meal from it, but like, yeah, honestly, it's, in general, the best amount of time for a layover is probably as little as possible. But I would probably rather have a 2-hour layover than a 45-minute layover, just because at least you have time to sit down and eat like real food. You don't have to be like, oh, okay, here we go. I'm walking into the Hudson News and eating like beef jerky and Cheez-Its, you know? Hey, 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 hey! You can bring snacks with you? Yep. Yep, that's true. Yes, you can. Just fly with Turkish Airways. Welcome back, Eric Adams. Hello. Play a guessing game? Only one Zoldnak. Open a chest, keep whatever you find inside. I'm going to kill you. That's an enemy, man. No game for you, she said. No game for you. Holy cow. I know I hit her. She honestly deserved it, because she had me play a game and then she fucking scammed me, dude. One moon shard, one meat, and one enemy. George fucking Thorogood. One Moonshard. Yeah, your friend. I want to give my friend a letter, but I'm shy. Can you bring it to him? Yerp. And then the gear, like, must be over here, man. Fuck you. Could really go for some sushi, man. Can you explain your reasoning for why a completely bald guy? I don't have enough Zoldax because of this scammer, dude. Why a completely bald guy is less bald than George Costanza? I can explain my reasoning. I doubt that my gear. I doubt that my reasoning will satisfy you. I just think that he's more bald. I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's like a level... I think a guy who hasn't eaten in 24 hours is hungrier than a guy who hasn't eaten in 3 days. I don't know how to explain that to you. I know it when I see it. Like, the hungriest you can ever be is if you haven't eaten for a day. Guy who's only ever not eaten for 30 hours for, like, volunteer hours at his high school so he could graduate, but... The hardest part of doing the 30-hour famine in high school was, like, I would say hour 12 to, like, hour 20. After that, your body's just like, okay, guess we're not eating. I'm gonna put the signal away for a little bit. What's the 30-hour famine? It was like a, I don't know if it still runs. It's a charity event to raise awareness about world hunger, where you don't eat for 30 hours and you, like, raise money so people who live that experience every day can have some food. You guys weren't there in the early to mid 2000s, okay? I'm good. I'll just give my money away and then eat. Yeah, but the second part here is that you also needed 40 hours of volunteering in your high school career in order to get your high school diploma in the province in which I grew up. And if you only had like 12 hours and it was halfway through your senior year, this was a really easy way to make up that difference. What do you mean? They ran it through the school so you could get like 30 hours of or maybe it was only 20 because they knew it was like the deal was too good to be true. But you can get 20 hours of community service for doing the fundraiser. The catch was you had to do it at the school. But that was also the best part of it because like me, Malf, and a couple of other friends of ours, like we had to sleep overnight in the school. We brought our Xboxes and got to use like the TVs that we normally watch Bill Nye on. And we had like a LAN party. Then we slept in the gymnasium. We watched the movie Dog Soldiers. There is no spoon. I know all about that shit, man. Did you sneak in snacks? No, I do the fucking work, DL Guiga. You've seen my Peloton output. How do I get to this dude's fucking house, man? It's here. I got it. He lives in here. It's a gun? Please take this funny thing. I found it during a walk. Bro, I don't need a gun, man. The game's over. All I need to do is find the last piece of the puzzle. It spends your moon drops. Ah, that's not so bad, though. People still arguing about the $20 burger. You can get me to relent on a lot of takes, okay? The take you will not get me to relent on, wow, is that McDonald's is still cheap. I know it's more expensive than it's ever been, but it's also cheaper than everything else. How can it be expensive when it's the cheapest thing? It doesn't make sense to me. The quality is still ass. Beauty's in the eye of the beer holder. You ever hear that? Bet not. Chipotle's more calories per dollar? There's no shot, brother. That's like a Chipotle burrito bowl is like $19.99 here. You chill, bro? I saw this guy in my nightmares. He looks like he should be carrying... Noslo, you're after my idol, aren't you? Come find me if you can. The fuck? Noslo. So I guess to get the cherry, I gotta kill that guy 12 times or something. You can spin a yarn, okay? You can say a McDouble used to be $2 or $1.99 and now it's $3.75 on the app. But a Subway footlong used to be $5 and now those fuckers are $16.79. So you can't. It's an apples to apples comparison is what I'm saying. They're dropping it to $6.99. No, they're serving fucking like sliders on a Kaiser roll now. I know they're trying to get back to they're trying to get back to that beautiful price point, but it's they can't provide the footlong baguettes, man, for the same price anymore. Cuz like, I mean, what I want to see for this conversation to be relevant, in my opinion, is I want to see the price of a McDouble indexed to the price of a Subway footlong, one of the basic ones, a cold cut combo. Because even turkey's premium, which is fucking bullshit. They let us do that. They have us thinking, yeah, I'll pay 75 cents extra for turkey over ham. Fuck you, man. All men are created equal. Anyway, long story short. I personally believe, and I gotta remember I'm inverted here. I believe that like a footlong has always cost more than a McDouble. But I think if you were to look at it, it looks like the difference, like the price of a Subway footlong sandwich looks like the graph of the S&P 500 since 2010. And the price of a McDouble relative weighted to the price of a Subway footlong sandwich looks like Airbnb since the IPO. There might have been a couple of periods where it peaked up a little bit, but otherwise it's down and it's staying down, is all I'm saying. Chat, is this science? Yes. No, this is time. Can't you index both to real US dollars? DL Guiga, I didn't know you were a hodler. What watch do you wear? It's a Psycho cocktail time. You might say it's pronounced Seiko, not when I wear it. Kate, did you notice though? I was kind of getting watch-mogged at the school dinner we were at last night. I think it's a perfectly respectable, it's a working man's watch, okay? Guy next to me, Rolex day date. With the fucking, a couple of diamonds on the bezel too. So you think you're better than me, motherfucker? You are, because I'm not willing to go to the Rolex store and be like, I want a day date. And then they'll be like, we can sell you like some fucking, like a beer opener first. And then like, if you wait 10 years, maybe you'll get a phone call that you could pay us $12,500 for this or something. How do you know the series of Rolex though? The day date and the Submariner are the only ones I know. Because they're, in watch terms, they're famous. Why is it called a day date? Because it has a day and the date. It would be like, hey, it's Monday. It's Friday, the 13th. Ah! I don't know. I'm just walking around, man. I'm just walking. Just play the game. How much are a day date or submarine? Kate, don't give me a Rolex. I don't want it. You know what it is? First off, it's too expensive. They're going to be like 5 figures. Secondly, I don't want it that much. But also, it's like Hermes, apparently. I was talking to your brother-in-law about it. You can't just walk into the Hermes and be like, hey, I'd like to give you 20 grand for a Birkin. You got to be, one day, aspirationally, I'd love to get a Birkin, but I understand a lowly pleb such as me, just because I have the money, I couldn't possibly be given the Birkin, the opportunity to purchase it for the MSRP. So you got to buy like a bunch of scarves and stuff, and then eventually they'll be like, hey, we're having a special party for all of our preferred clientele, and then they'll try to sell you like a makeup case or something like that, and then in 9 years they might be like, hey, we have a Birkin, we have a gray Birkin coming in today or something like that. You got 5 seconds to decide whether or not you want it. I'm happy with my Seiko, by the way. I'm chilling with the Seiko. But I did get a little watch mocked. But I said, okay, you know what? Wealth is what you don't spend as well. But if you like the watch, then that's fine as well. I just, on the other hand, prefer to not spend that much money on a thing that my phone also does. But then it's nice to have an accessory sometimes, especially if you're bald. You need some kind of accessory because most people would be like, just grow a beard. But then it grows in like super fucking like gray here, and people are like, you look like an Armenian taxi driver. And then I'm like, no, I don't. And then I look at the picture and I'm like, fuck, I do. So you gotta have something. What am I doing, man? I guess I'm leaving. We can, I only have 3 meat, man. Name an Armenian. Search Tankian. Just wear an Apple Watch. I don't want to, because the Apple Watch will, I believe this, and that's fucked up. But at least I know it's irrational that I believe it. I was telling you about this. Apparently, people are saying that the new OS update for the Apple Watch can actually notify you that you're gonna get sick like 2 days before you get sick, because your heart rate rises and like your sleep quality falls and stuff like that. I think that's an incredible piece of technology, and I could see how you would tailor your behavior with that to improve your quality of life. Oh, my Apple Watch says I'm going to be sick in 2 days. Like I'm not going to work out this morning. I'm going to get a good night's sleep. I, on the other hand, I have the brain of a medieval peasant. I believe if my watch tells me that I'm going to be sick in 2 days, it increases the chance that I'm going to be sick in 2 days. And if I don't know that I'm going to be sick in 2 days, I'll be like, nah, I'd win. Like, ignorance is bliss on that one for me. Now, I genuinely believe it, even though I know it to not be true. And I have a hard time explaining how to reconcile that, except that that's true. It's true to me right now. Turn off health notifications. I didn't know you could do that. But then what am I wearing the Apple Watch for? Oh, man. I guess I'm just walking out here for some reason. Like, I was thinking about it. Like, some of the parents we were sitting next to at dinner last night, they were talking about data a lot because they have real jobs, which is very respectable. They were talking about how, like, they live their lives using data as kind of like signposts for what their behavior should be like. And I think that's a perfectly acceptable way to live your life. I think I have gone the exact opposite way. I have become like a 100% vibes-based Andy. Like, I don't track the food that I eat. When it's lunchtime, I go, hey, Tommy, what do you think would be good today? And then sometimes it's like just something light, like a little wrap. And I'm like, let's go. But then sometimes it's like 1,400 calories of carbohydrates. And I'm like, all right, little buddy, I'll tell you what. How about 1,000 calories that's mostly carbohydrates? Like, we have a little negotiation. I don't know, guys. Do I want to fix the Campanella? I feel like it might accidentally cause me to leave the planet. You gotta? But if I... It will not. Okay. Because I want to kill the Sneasler 4 more times and get the cherry. Campanella's fixed. All you need is some ship fuel. 100 moon ingots turns into 20 science. You have to get 6 kills in 1 run! Oh, brother. Okay, hang on. Finish the house. I'm loving Pilot Quest, man. This game is crazy. Hit the crystal for old time's sake. Sure, I know that's real. It's awful. What's the spider? Oh, that's Nico. He makes silk for me, and he makes more silk if there's lots of ducks walking around whistling. 100 moon ingots becomes 100 moon ingots becomes 20 science. Get a life. Assign guy. Oh, the big machine can now have a guy working on it. Okay, okay. Let me see. Big silos. Wizard yo-yo. Ship fuel? Oh, we got lots of time left, guys. We got lots of time left. I mean, I guess we'll just buy some meat and then get the fuck out there. We don't even come back to our base anymore, man. But, like, I guess my real question now is, like, I don't know what to do while I'm out. Like, what should I be prioritizing while I'm out? I guess opening chests. Ingots. I should be getting ingots so I can turn ingots into science. I can turn coins into science. And I use the science to and kill the boss 6 times. You're right, you're right. Slard is my name. 11 meat? What is this, like, poverty hours, man? 11 meat? That's only 20 minutes in the wild zone. This is the best. You can just walk out and kill enemies. You don't even have to, like, do nothing. Kate, I'm buying clothes this afternoon. You got any requests? I don't know how to phrase it without sounding insane. You seen anything lately that you're like, I think that would look good on my husband? I'm telling you, I'm going to try on a turtleneck. It's just something every man has to do, okay? Like, when you shave, you always, not always, but like once every couple of months, you do the mustache last, just to see what you would look like if you had a mustache. And then one day, the voices are going to win, and you're going to walk out with a mustache. But it wasn't last night, let's put it that way. Twill shirt? What's a twill shirt? Because I'm picturing like a puffy shirt from Seinfeld, which I'm sure that it's not, but... Why do guys do that? I don't know, I think it looks kind of sick with a mustache, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm Min-Max PJ. Okay, don't be shy. You can dress up with the best of them. My partner had Cosmic Crisp because of your recommendation. They said it's a 10 out of 10. It is a great apple. I lost 50 seconds right there. I'm ashamed to admit that I let the voices get in my head. I bought some Envies instead of Cosmic Crisp. Like, the human mind is a crazy thing. I was, like, guilty about how many Cosmic Crisp apples I was eating. I was like, am I giving a fair shake to the other apples that are in the store? I bought some Envies. The flavor's good, man, but the texture, it's no Cosmic Crisp. Wait, chat, this is important. Did we miss UBC Apple Fest, or is UBC Apple Fest this upcoming weekend? Because I want to, like, at the grocery store, I can really only get Cosmic Crisp, Pink Lady, Macintosh Red Delicious, Gala, Jazz, Fuji, Honey Crisp. That's a lot, but, like, bro, I live in Wisconsin. But I wanna go to the Apple Fest and try some rarer varieties of apple. It's the 19th and the 20th. What did you? Victorian sea urchin, street urchin, not sea urchin. What day is it? Well, it's not even Canadian Thanksgiving yet, Mr. Mackenzie. Good, then I haven't missed it. This just feels like a secret door, man. That doesn't feel right. Oh! +2 if you didn't stutter. Yeah, I know. Oh shit. You know what? That's why God gave us a gun. Oh shit. That's a lot of meat, boys. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of coins. I don't go on Twitch. What's the head everyone's sending? Chat, what do you think they're talking about? A lot of emotes are heads. I thought it was Glorp too, just because Glorp gets spammed here a lot, but I can't say for certain. Could be forehead. It's not Big Sad. Let's be realistic here. K-Kona. I meant K-Kona. Okay, okay. Big Sad. I mean, dude, honestly, we're making silk at home, but we're making science at home, too. I think we should just be spending our Zoldycks, like... Whatever we find, we should spend. Why not? So are you going to explain it? Explain what, man? Explain what? You a Metrotown Uniqlo guy or a Pacific Center H&M sort of guy? Well, okay, I'm not going to either of those to buy clothes, so, like, don't look for me there, you won't find me. You might find some bargains, though. You can literally get, like, 6 t-shirts at H&M for, like, $1.50. And as long as you don't think about the, like, supply chain of how that came to be, like, you're chilling. The price, it keeps going down. Yes, they do fall apart when you wash them, like, twice. That is true. They are made out of, you know when you go to Walmart and you didn't bring your own bags? So they give you like a quote-unquote reusable bag, but if you take it outside in the rain, it'll fall apart. That's basically what like H&M clothes are made out of. But like the first time you wear them, you're like, damn, they do look pretty good. And then like the second time you wear them, you're like, is my head really that big? Like how did my collar get so stretched out and like saggy from one wear? But I would say overall, I mean, I don't know. I don't have an answer. the answer is neither. You've got the one question I can't answer. Because the thing is, I don't feel like anytime I've been to Uniqlo, I do feel like it's a store that's not made for me. It's not made for the proportions of my body. Not even like a weight thing, it's like a ratio of leg size to torso size thing. I'm not a 34-30, okay? I'm like a 28. Which one? The second one's legs, right? I'm like a 20. Like a 28-30, I think. But we're getting into some cooked sizes because like they don't really make those. $28 is true, man. It's getting. I'm a 28. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say to you. We're kind of snatched right now. Look, here's the thing. I wear 32s, so maybe I'm a 30. But you just have to trust my wife. And she'll give it to you straight. She'll give it to you honest. Kate, when I put on my 32s and I put my thumb in the waistband and I pull it out a little bit, does it not look like after someone's completed the Subway diet and they're showing off like the pants they used to wear? You gotta double tap those, man. Kinda? Alright, let's say 30. That doesn't sound like a 28 sort of answer, but we'll say 30. I'm scrawny and I wear 30s. I think, like, genetically I have a small waist. Like, bone-wise. Because even when I was more overweight, I was still wearing, like, a 34. A 34 is, like, a very normal guy waist size, for sure. So when I get a little skinnier, like, I mean, the waist gets a little snatched, for sure. I do have kind of, like, hourglass proportions, which is not really what you want as a man. I think you want more like a triangle that's upside down, but I have like narrow shoulders, a narrower waist, and then like a fucking fat ass, dude. I don't know what to tell you. It is a Crash Bandicoot build. I guess genetically, my ancestors were like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were doing it goofy, though, that's for sure. Bro went bald at 17, walking on his toes. Brain works a little different than the average motherfucker. Come on, man. I don't know what I'm doing out here. I got 12 meat, though. That's a pretty good run. Is he fighting with a yo-yo? What'd you say to me? You want some of this? Anyway, Kate, is there any clothes you want me to try on? That's where this whole thing started. Nah? Alright. I'm going back to the default. Green Triforce shirt, khaki pants. Anything but turtlenecks? I'm trying on a turtleneck. It's already been ordained. I'm not necessarily gonna buy a turtleneck, but I'm trying one on. Instant regret, I'm telling you. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm not gonna let Steve Jobs ruin that shit for me. Also seems cozy, man. Stream in one, please. It's not really like a big deal, I think, to stream in a turtleneck. It's just the shirt. Like, there's people that stream in like cosplay and stuff like that. That's crazy to me. Like, I don't even like wearing a Halloween costume. Once we get home from Halloween, I'm taking that shit off like ASAP. But you don't get it. I don't know. I guess I don't get it. There's a lot of things I don't get. That might be one of them. Chat, I gotta, this is me being sincere. So we had to do a lot of mingling last night with other parents at the school that our daughter goes to. I think next year, for my social life, I have to start playing fantasy football. It just seems like a male bonding cheat code. I watch sports. So like I can talk sports, but like this is 2 times in like 3 months. And I don't go out that much, like, to talk to people, that there's been, like, I've been in a group of guys, and the first thing that comes up is fantasy football, and they start talking about, I'm in a 5-player keeper league, I got second pick this year, I took CeeDee Lamb, I regret it a little bit, it hasn't been working out very well for me, and I'm like, dude, I gotta, because I can't be like, oh, CeeDee Lamb, he plays for the Dallas Cowboys, you know? Like, I gotta be like, oh, I picked fucking Eckler 9th in the draft this year, but honestly, I think he's still got a good season in him, even though the first half hasn't been that amazing. So I think next year I gotta get into fantasy football a little bit. Like, not seriously. Like, I don't want to go to one of those, you know, like where you have like a real whiteboard and stuff like that, and if you come in last, you have to like go to a bar for 24 hours and like every drink takes an hour off your time in the bar. Like, I'm not a loser to that extent at least, but I think I at least got to play so I can be like, yo, fucking everybody thought that, who's the guy on Derrick Henry? Everyone thought Derrick Henry was washed when I took him like in the 3rd round at RB. He's been the best fantasy RB in the league so far, man. He's won 2 matchups for me single-handedly. And I'm like, oh, I should get into a fantasy football league now. But then I'm like, it's like fucking week 7. I'm not, like, you can't, because the draft is like one of the most fun parts, man. I gotta get into a fantasy football league for next year, though. For sure. And that, like, I like hockey more, but fantasy hockey is not, like, no disrespect. Nobody's yo, I took Jonathan Huberdeau 53rd this year and he's already got 3 assists. Yeah, that's true. You gotta log into the website like 10 times a week because you're like, what the fuck do you mean we're playing our... Thatcher Demko's not playing opening night? I drafted him as he was goalie number 6 to come off the board, man. What do you mean his knees don't work? You're done, bud. The one in front of the gun lives for fucking ever. So yeah, I think like the same way like people get into golf to like advance their career. Like my career is at the whims of like who fucking knows, algorithms and like me not getting hit by like a solar flare that causes me to completely flip my opinions on everything and not getting, I don't know, like acute bouts of mental illness or something like that, right? But like my social life, I think I gotta start playing fantasy football just so I got something to talk about with the other school dads. Because I grew up in a world where like 40-year-old men in the year 2000 were not playing fantasy football in Canada. But now in 2024, it seems like every man in middle age or approaching it is like playing fantasy football, man. It's the lingua franca. It's like, where did you take Stephon Diggs in your draft? Can we switch games soon? Brother, 17 minutes from now, you won't see me till Tuesday. There will be no switching. And I'm blessed that we're not beating Pilot Quest today. That means we could play some more on Tuesday. It is Canadian Thanksgiving. What the fuck happened with Columbus Day, by the way? Because, like, I thought Americans got Columbus Day off. And then Columbus Day got, like, canceled because Columbus was an asshole, obviously. But then it seems like they took away the day off when they took away the Columbus part of it. So now you, like, work on what they now call Indigenous Persons History Day. Some people still get it. I was laughing, and it's not their fault, but I'm not gonna name them, but I was laughing in the Discord when I was like, hey, on Monday, maybe I'll do like a longer Peloton ride, because like I don't have to work that day and my daughter doesn't have school. Hang on, 17 science, 17 silk. But then they said they don't get it off, but the way that their work works is there's a flex holiday once per year. You can choose to either take Juneteenth, Veterans Day, or Indigenous Persons History Day off. Thank you. Oh, snap. Look at that. Look at that. It's got the butcher's paper and everything. Thank you. Tomo talks to the water dish all day. He literally sits at the water dish, drinks it, and then meows at it. I think he thinks that the water dish is like his best friend. And you know what the fucked up part is about the flex holiday? I feel like you gotta take either Juneteenth or Indigenous Persons History Day. But like, I feel like the move is you take Veterans Day. Like on a selfish level, because then you get an extra holiday as an American. You get an extra holiday in November. And you've already got a 4-day weekend because of Thanksgiving. Getting a 3-day weekend like 2 weeks before that, that means you're not getting shit done in November. And then in December, you're not getting shit done either. So basically, as soon as Halloween is over, you're fucking off at work, screwing the dog until like January 23rd or something like that. Yeah, give me a second. The houses have been fully upgraded. We don't really need more workbenches. The Magic Chungus, faithfully. Would you like to assign a friend the research? Wording? What are you talking about? Dude, screwing the dog is like, it's boomer wording. Call your dad. Ask him if he knows what screwing the dog is. He's gonna be like, yeah, it's what you did when I told you to mow the lawn on the weekends. It's screw the pooch? We say screw the pooch, fuck the dog, whatever. Are you crazy? I just walked over here. 200 ingots for big silo. We need the silos though, man. We need the silos. We do. We also need the science. Let me see here. We don't need stamina pill. Crystal me? See, and you didn't say anything wrong, okay? You said, hey NL, because you're playing Pilot Quest this much, do you think you'll go back and play the 30-hour RPG? This is why I feel like the only sane gamer. Because the answer is not yes or no. The answer is if I'm having fun with it. So like, I'm playing so much Pilot Quest because I'm having fun with Pilot Quest. If I walked out of the door right now and something insanely annoying happened, I would close the game down and never boot it up ever again. So I'm not like concerned about the battle pass. You know what battle pass I'm working on right now? I'm working on the spousal and the father battle pass. The paid tier and the free tier. I hit like 6 tiers up in this week because I cleaned my office That got me a lot of XP. I cleaned my bathroom. I got down on my hands and knees with a little old toothbrush, cleaned the grime out of the grout in the shower, Windex on the shower wall. And it felt good, man. It felt good. Gamers be like, so true. No tub in the shower? Nah, I got one of those no tubs in the shower. I don't know why I'm hitting the crystal. I'm waiting for double XP weekends. I'm not saying anything. There's I feel bad for you. There's an incredible joke there that would be amazing. I can't say it. People would be mad at me for saying it. And it wouldn't even be a rude joke. It wouldn't be offensive, but I can't say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. You don't get to, I'll say it to Justin in the back channel. I'm not gonna say it. Show it to me, Rachel. I can't say the world's not ready for it. The world's not ready for it. This is your Kanye West moment. When you get 3 seconds into the Kanye West concert and he gives you the nitrous stare and says, cut the music. Oh, brother. Here we go. I know he has mental illness, so I'm not like trying to punch down. But of all the funny Kanye stuff, and some of it is funny and some of it isn't, him getting tilted at his concert where he was performing on a floating stage that then is like pushed out on top of the audience. Him tilting at the concert and then canceling it, but then he had to stand on the floating stage while it like went back to its reset position so he could get down is so fucking good, man. That is fucking good. Anyway. Can I get a link? I mean, that happened like, I think that was like 7 years ago. It was a while ago for sure. I got 9 minutes? What am I gonna do? My friend was in line for merch. That happened, and when he came back to his seat, it was over. Oh, man. There's nothing here. Deadlock? I'm not saying this to be a jerk. I'm out of here. Sorry, I was just looking at my Seiko cocktail time, a timepiece. I'm out of here in, I'm not gonna say 8 minutes because I feel like probably we'll go a little late because I'll be in my bag on this run, but I got the blue one. I love that for you. I don't know much about watches, to be honest with you. This one was $400,000. Is that a good price? That's a steal. Yummy. I wouldn't have paid over $380,000. Well, did you do the currency conversion? Did I deliver the letter to that motherfucker? Yes. Okay, good. Good. I wonder what they're thinking. Like I've never performed a concert, right? Well, like outside of like school assemblies and stuff like that. I wonder if you're like Elton John, okay? You've played Crocodile Rock like 5,000 times in concert. I ever wonder what the fuck he's thinking when he's playing the song again? I'm sure, like, in his head, he's thinking about, like, what he's gonna eat in his green room after the concert's over. Meanwhile, like, people in the audience are like, this song changed my life! In his head, he's like, fucking beans on toast again. Thanks for nothing, Ipswich. You don't think he's thinking, nah, na 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 na. Yeah, there's no doubt he's in the flow state. Yeah, that's a bargain, man. I saw him live. How was it? I'm sure his, I mean, I have no quarrel with Elton John. That's about all I got. He hates Elton? You got him confused with Tom Petty. Tom Petty is a musician I irrationally hate. I have nothing against him as a human being. I irrationally hate his music output. Why? Didn't you hear what I said? I just don't like his music. Yeah, it's true. His musical output is not high now, but... What musician do you rationally hate? I mean... I have no idea good person, bad person. But, like, I'll recognize that Tom Petty is an artist a lot of people are fucking with that I just don't like. Bryan Adams has got to be the one that I rationally hate. Because I don't know anybody that's fucking with Bryan Adams, but they're still playing that shit on the radio, like, I don't know, like 10 times an hour, it seems like. Summer of '69? Did somebody ask you to name the worst Bryan Adams song? Because, like, that's got to be the one, man. And they're all pretty bad. That song's about fucking? Yes, and even that can't save it, man. He's also a piece of junk? Like, as a human being? It's a rare situation where, like, him being a bad person would probably be the best outcome. Because I, like, can't stand him. I could still hate his musical output even if he was a nice guy. But, like... him being an asshole would be huge for me. Is Bryan Adams the asshole or Brian? You know what's fucked up is I think it's both of them. I think both of them are assholes. Because, like, the members of Blur were very mean to Nardwuar. But I don't hate them, because they made Parklife. So, like, at least they got something positive in the win column. But then, like, Bryan Adams, if he's an asshole to Nardwuar, I'm sorry, buddy. You... you made heaven, like, that's nothing. BC's Colin James is the biggest asshole I ever met? Really? That's so I guess it's like... I'm not saying I'm surprised because I thought he would be a nice guy. I literally thought, like, there was an above average chance that he might not be an asshole just because he's not that famous. Like, he's not... He's like Canada famous. But not by, like, a lot. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in here. My parents know him, and he's a really nice guy. All right, you got a beef with the dude in chat who said he's the biggest asshole that they've ever met. You guys fight it out, and chat will deliberate on a winner. I've already made my decision. I've never seen them on the street. I haven't seen that many famous Vancouverites. I saw a destroyer once walking on the seawall, and I saw ex-Canuck Ben Hutton walking through Robson Square downtown right after I got out of seeing Black Panther. You ever see William Gibson? I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't know his face. Trying to think of who else. I don't know. I gotta go to Battle of BC next year, man. I gotta tell the Smashers not to go to Bin 4 Burger Lounge when Mangia Sandwiches is just down the street. Yeah, and I gotta go to UBC Apple Fest this year. That's a given. That's on site. Bin 4 is kind of good. I've honestly never been there, so I'm not gonna insult Bin 4 Burger Lounge. Hey! Bin folds 4? No comment. It's only worth late night? I'm saying this with no disrespect, okay? Well, I guess it's a chain, right? I'm thinking of the Bin 4 that's on, like... It's like Granville and... I don't know, fucking like... 16th or something like that? Somewhere in there? And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in that neighborhood late at night? That's where you go to get Le Creuset cast iron pans at like 9 in the morning. You shouldn't be in that neighborhood at night. There's nothing to do. I guess there's other restaurants there, but like Stanley Theater, I guess, if you're going to see like, you know what, they're doing their best. They're working hard. I've never been. They're putting on real performances there, and live theater is magical, okay? I'm staying in my lane. There's a new Savio Volpe there. Oh, but then, like, why would you go to Bin 4, man? Why would you go to Bin 4? Because you already went to a restaurant. Savio Volpe. Savio Volpito, or whatever the second one is. I don't know where I'm going, man. Get me out of here. It's 2 o'clock. Thank you for the Vancouver chatting. I was pissed off because, like, I don't want to... Like, it's Canadian Thanksgiving, okay? My parents are here. I don't want to cook Thanksgiving dinner. It's a fucking scam, man. It's a fucking scam. 4 adults, 1 4-year-old. I'm going to spend 9 hours cooking a turkey. Make, like, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, green beans, corn, carrots... 2 pies, like bread, like it's psychotic. But I would still like to get like I would like to eat a Thanksgiving meal without cooking it, and I will use my currency in the act of commerce to get that experience for myself. But then like I Googled where to get Thanksgiving dinner, Vancouver, and all it brought up were like the fancy restaurants that were like you get 1 slice of turkey. And it's got like a gravy demi-glace that they kind of like over top of it and stuff like that. And then like 1 little like shaved carrot, and it's still got like the stem on the side. And I was like, that's not what I want. I want like grandma's, like, give me like a little stuffing, a little dark meat, a little white meat, a big fuck you mountain of potatoes. Like, but then I can't get that shit. So I'm like, you guys are going to make me fucking high roasted chicken. America's Test Kitchen style. I'm going to buy 2 whole chickens from the grocery store and spatchcock them, rip the spine out, lay them flat, put some herb butter under the skin, and then cook that shit at like as high as my oven will go. Unless I can find like a local restaurant that you could just go to and they're doing it for $30 or something like that, which would be fine. It's driving me crazy, man. I know you can do the like, they'll cook it for you and you just bring it home. Like we've done that shit many times, and it's fine, but it's also like annoying. Cause usually you gotta go like, you know, downtown to pick it up, and then like secondarily, after you have like 2 meals of it, you start doing the fantasy football draft in your fridge. You're like, it's lunchtime. I'll have some turkey and some potatoes. Then like the good turkey runs out, and you're like, I'll have the like weird turkey strings and some Brussels sprouts. And then all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck am I gonna do with like 7 slices of sweet potato pie, man? And 14 dinner rolls. I'm not interested anymore. And then you gotta throw them out, but they always come in like 4 foot by 2 foot aluminum boxes and stuff like that. It fucks up your whole garbage rotation. Maybe we'll just go to the fucking Bin 4 Burger Lounge, man. Maybe that's the ticket. Strings? Yeah, man, you know the strings. Come on, don't pretend you don't know the strings. $100 ingots, pretty expensive. I don't need science. Do I? I do need science. I need 300 science. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for today. Dude, I fucking love Pilot Quest. It's so embarrassing.